Election matters now. In the pending conclusion of several election petitions may give the IEBC another headache, that is to conduct by-elections if ordered to do so by the courts. But the March 4th general election, in which court disputed Jubilees' win, is still a topic many revisit months after it was concluded. Now, several observers have given the IEBC a clean bill of health over how it carried out the election. And as Aaron Ochieng reports, the vindication of IEBC is not good news across the political divide.
Exactly 5 months after the general election and dust settling down, losers and winners taking their positions. But one question that still lingers is whether everyone is satisfied with the results that IEBC gave after the polls. Although there are several election petitions pending in the courts, one that was speedily concluded was the presidential election petition that Coalition for Reforms and Democracy CORD filed against President Uhuru Kenyatta. Although CORD lost the case, its leadership lay blame on the judiciary's decision to throw out a 300-page evidence that the coalition claims would have convinced the judges that indeed the March 4th poll was rigged.
Whereas every electoral management body sets out to conduct a perfect election, the world has never witnessed a really perfect election. All elections have faults here and there.
The parallel vote tallying mechanism, in which over 7,000 agents from various observer missions conducted, has maintained that the election was free and fair, save for the failure of technology. A report by ELOG, an independent election observation group, vindicated IEBC from any blame, the same way the European Union, the African Union, and the Carter Center did. Their overall remark was that they observed nothing that would have discredited the whole exercise.
We had our agents in the polling streams. They collected the data that we analyzed and used to arrive at the conclusion that we had. All we said is that the results announced by the IEBC fell within the range that we projected.
But with CORD leadership blaming IEBC and even threatening to use legal means to disband the body, a very tightrope it is that IEBC is walking to convince Kenyans that they are indeed credible and capable of carrying out and managing electoral matters in the country.
There have been commentaries left, center, and right. There are those who felt that the results of that election was an unmitigated disaster.
With several election petitions being concluded, IEBC is watching keenly to see if they will be required to repeat the polls in several parts of the country and perhaps use the exercise, just like in the recent Makueni by-election, to convince the country that they can conduct credible polls. Aaron Ochieng, KTN.